Welcome to another video. Today I'm gonna introduce you to a guy from Russia. He's very intellectual. He has been trying to learn the language for a very long time. So today he's here to share his experience, how he managed to learn multiple languages at the same time. He already speaks Russian and one more language. Today he's here to share his experience with English, how he learned it, what obstacles he faced while learning the language. So hey, welcome to the talk show, Jacob. How are you, dude?
Hi, Rup. I am well, thank you. And I want to share my experience with many people all around of the world. When I started to learn English and why I started to do that. And actually, I started to learn English when I was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was going to enter to university, and I started to learn English exactly in that time. And since now I explore English, I study English, and so I advise many people to study English because they will need it, obviously, I think. And if uh, any clever person wants to get a high paid job, for example, they need to study English. And besides that, I think English can give many people a great opportunity to get acquainted with world very more widely, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's all. I think I advise them to study English. And also, uh, that's all. That's all.
So, you have learned it. You speak quite well now, I can say, right? So, what did you do in order to be able to speak English? Did you learn it from a teacher? What did you read? What did you do, most? And what benefited you most?
Actually, when I started to learn English,
Mhm.
after that, I realized that I know only grammar. I know only grammar, and I can write, I can read, but I can't speak. I couldn't speak. Sorry, actually. And
Mhm.
for that, in order to speak, I decided to hire a tutor, a
Mhm.
personal tutor for me.
Mhm.
And so he helped me to improve my speaking skills. But
Mhm.
after that, there is one noteworthy fact that after that I realized that it wasn't enough for me. So I decided to improve my speaking skills by myself,
Mhm.
and I found many partners from all over the world and started to study with them. It was very helpful for me. And by the way, I found you, and also I advise if people want to study English, they don't need to hire a tutor only by that method. They also need to do it by themselves to find appropriate partners for them, I think.
Cool. As I know, Russia was and is a huge country, right?
Uh-huh. Yes.
And Ukraine, and there are a few other countries used to be a part of Russia.
Yes.
So
Sorry, you said Ukraine. Sorry for interrupting.
Ukraine, yeah.
Ukraine, not the whole Ukraine, of course. The small part of Ukraine called Donbass.
Mhm.
It is part of Russia right now, but it is occupied. I think it is
I
politically
know
currently.
Ukraine is a separate country.
yes, not whole Ukraine. Uh, I should correct you because it isn't like that.
Okay.
Ukraine is an independent country right now. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And there is always a war going between Ukraine and Russia,
Uh-huh. Yes, yes.
right? So, do people live in Ukraine speak Russian?
No, no, actually, it isn't like that. Ukraine uh, has its own language.
Mhm.
It is called Ukrainian
Ukrainian.
language. It is separated from Russian language, but uh, they are almost similar. I think there are many common things in these two languages, and many people can be confused and consider that those languages are the same, but it isn't like that actually.
Yeah, I mean, the internet made this world so small. You are in Russia, I'm in India, and easily we can talk to each other using the internet with the help of other applications. So, no matter where are you, in which part of the world are you can easily connect to people using internet,
Yes,
right? So, would
yes,
you like to speak a sentence or two in Russian so that I can, you know, enjoy?
yeah. I can, of course, it is my native language, and I can also speak. I can speak Russian, but unfortunately, you can't understand it. Isn't
I
it
want
problem?
you to speak a sentence or two.
Здравствуйте, дорогие друзья. Я гражданин России. Я хочу познакомить вас с моей
Uh,
страной.
cool, what
Антон.
it meant.
Ага.
What was the meaning of the sentences?
I said, welcome, my friends. I want to familiarize you with my country, and
Huh?
then uh, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, I know you are very passionate about learning English. You everyday practice with so many people. I saw your work. That is why I came in touch with you and decided to interview you so that people watching my content and willing to learn spoken English so
Uh,
eagerly could benefit watching this video.
I
You're
think
here
it's
to share your experience, right? And
yes.
giving some pieces of advice on how people can improve English. So tell me, what do you think is the best and the easiest way to learn English?
Yes, thank you for question. Actually, I met a lot of difficulties on my way. Actually, when I started at first to learn English, and honestly, I would like to mention that there are a few parts of learning English, and all of the parts we should provide necessary time and provide necessary efforts to develop all of these parts of English. For example, when you want to improve your listening skills, you should listen more. And when you want to improve your writing and reading skills, you can read and write more. But when you want to speak, you can't improve your speaking skills with reading or writing. Correctly, you can, but it can't help you uh, properly. If you want to speak, you should speak more. You should find partners, as I said. You should find any knowledgeable tutor for you to be guided by him or her. It doesn't matter. And so it is important to practice every time, not to give up. It is the most important thing. There are moments and situations that can force you to give up and to be disappointed. and it's typical for all of the students, for all of the beginners. And so it's the most important thing to keep going on. It's the most important thing, and it's my
Be
only tip
consistent.
to beginners. Yes, yes, that's all.
You're right. I always give some pieces of advice on how you can improve English naturally. My students always ask me, Sir, tell me the easiest and the most effective ways to learn English, right? I always tell them you should always read something or other in any format. You could read a novel, a newspaper, literature book, it could be anything. You should write everything because a language has four parts. Writing, you should know how to write, reading, listening, and speaking. You should
Yes, yes,
know, you should be able to do all of the things, right? First, read. Second, you should write. You can write about your life, what you did yesterday, what you do daily, and what will you do tomorrow. Third, you should, think in English. You should change, you should work on your thought process. There should be no communication barrier, I mean gap. There should be no translation going on when you are speaking. It should be English to English, not from your native language to English. If there is a gap, you will fumble. It is more likely you will fumble. You will not be so fluent, right?
yes. I
And
agree. I agree.
fourth, and the last is you should talk to people and talk to, you should have some partners. Make partners who are not your from country, if who are not from your country. Because if you talk to with people who are from your country, you can talk to them in your native language, right? But if you have partners from different countries, you won't be able to talk to them in a native language because their native language is different, your native language is different. You will try to speak each and every sentence in the English language only. So that's the beauty, that's the benefit if you have a partner from another country.
Yes, I agree. And in addition, I want to add something
Mhm.
that yes, it is natural when you don't have any English surrounding.
Mhm.
It is natural that you strive to find any English partners for you. It doesn't matter native speaker. He isn't native speaker. For example, you are from India, but you are a very knowledgeable person, by the way. And for that, I agreed to collaborate with you. And it doesn't matter if you can't find any speaking partner from Great Britain, from USA, you can find from India. There isn't any difference, but you should practice. It is the most important thing. And what about reading? I would like to say that when you decide to start reading, and when you realize that there are sentences that you can't understand, actually, you should give up reading. You should select for you appropriate books, easier books for you, and it can concern also listening skills. When you realize that you can't understand it, give give it up immediately and start with your level. Do you agree with me, Ro? What do you think about that?
I do. I do. I'm trying to help people with some information, some pieces of information that I get from the best people from around the world. So I got a YouTube channel that I wanna share with you, where I upload my videos. Later I'm gonna upload this video as well. So my channel name is To Me Advanced English. What is To Me Advanced English, right? I really want people to subscribe to my channel who are watching it, because I'm really trying to help you, right? This is my channel, To Me Advanced English. It has got 54 videos and 204 subscribers. I have interviewed so many people from Britain, from America, and today yesterday I interviewed a guy from Australia, Germany, and you from Russia. right? So
from the most developed countries in the world.
yeah, yeah. I
You
have also interviewed
find
a
them.
handful of people from, from Africa. So I have interviewed all the races in the world. I mean, there are only three races in the world: Asian, African, and American.
So you can trust Ruben to apply for help, and I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to help Indian people and the people from around the world who are trying to learn English so eagerly, right? I'm
Yes,
just
yes.
helping people. I'm just helping, right? I have very recently interviewed a guy from, from England. He shared some, very valuable information on how we can learn English naturally.
Yes, yes. So thank you for your helpful initiative.
And that's how the story never ends. So, right? And my channel name is To Me Advanced English. So everybody who is watching this video, please subscribe to my channel, right? So, like it and share it so that I get some motivation to make more videos, right? I'm trying to help, guys. So that's pretty much it. Okay, would you like to give five pieces of advice, the best and the ultimate five pieces of advice on how an absolute beginner can improve English effectively, naturally?
Also, there are many people that lie to us and that want to convince us that uh, exists any magic ways and magic methods to develop your English skills. It doesn't matter speaking or listening. There are many liars, and I advise you not to believe them, because there aren't any magic ways to improve your English. You should practice every day, and you should use many tutors advice to get higher level. And it is very it can be also even boring way for you, but you don't uh, uh, mm, mm, you shouldn't give up, and it is the most important thing there.
Yeah, as I have never been to Russia myself, but as they say, Russia is so big that it has all the seasons at the same time. It has winter, it has summer, it has a rainy season at the same time. It is so big. Is it true?
Yes, of course. Russia is considered the biggest country in the world, by the way.
Geographically.
Yes, yes, geographically, it is the biggest country in the world, and also right now it is very a cold winter in our country, and it is freezing
Any
in
idea
our
of the temperature?
temperature can reach minus 40 even, and it is awful temperature for our country. For example, for Indians, it is so difficult to be adapted there, because they used to live with warm weather. And not only for Indians, there are many nations. For example, in Africa, they used to live with warm weather, and it is so strange for them. And I don't advise to go Russia without any special preparation, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there are places that I know but never been there personally, which are so cold, right? It is always cold there. And because of it is cold, Russia always wins every, war against the neighboring, countries.
Yes, yes.
They take advantage of the weather. It's plus point for them.
Yes, it was a great plus for Russians, for us. Uh, uh, especially during the Second World
Second
War.
World War.
Yes, when we won the war, and we won the war, I can assure you that we won the war thanks to our temperature.
Mhm. So it was really nice talking to you. I'm really grateful you made some time to talk to me for this interview because I know you're very busy, buddy, right? So thank you so much for your time, right? We in India we say namaste. What we say, we just joined our hands together. It is it's greeting. It's the way we greet people in India. We say
Yes, yes.
namaste, right?
I'm
You could try it if you want. You may hug when you greet people. You may shake their hands. But what we do, right? We just put our hands together and just bow a bit at
a-
30-degree and say namaste.
Namaste. Unfortunately, you are in front of computer and it is easy for you, but the phone is on my hands and I can't try it. Unfortunately, I
Yeah,
will
it's
try it
okay.
another
It's okay.
time.
It's okay. You can try some other time when we meet, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna talk to you a few more times and wanna get some information on how you improved your English because it's easy for native speaker to give some advice, right? On how you can improve your English, how they can speak English very perfectly. I think I should talk to I should talk to non-native speakers more than native speakers. This is what people need. People need to listen to stories of non-native speakers who struggled to learn the language, right? How they became as good as the native speakers are, what strategies, what formulas they applied.
And also, I said that uh, yes, it is required more courage, I think, for non-native speakers to get more higher levels, sorry,
Mhm.
because I said that they don't have any English speaking surrounding for them, and it is more challenging for them. So I advise them, uh, only practice. There isn't there
I
isn't
like your
any
haircut.
there isn't any efficient way. It is so boring. It is so challenging.
I
I
like your
can't.
haircut.
Yeah, and I can't convince people that
Can you
you
turn your
can.
face like this? I want to see your haircut.
Sorry.
I want to see your haircut. Oh, nice. You have
Ah,
parallel cutting on your.
my haircut. You mean? Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. You don't
and,
need to
and
comb your hair. You just, take a bath and just apply some hair oil and leave it. You just don't need a comb,
yeah.
anything.
So I can't convince people that it is easy way for them. It is very fairly complicated, complicating journey for them, and so they need to practice every day. My 5 tips: listen more, speak more, find speaking appropriate speaking partners, not partners that those are there are many coach potatoes, that they don't want to practice. They pretend that they want to practice. Don't deal with them. It can disturb your it can crush your motivation. Cooperate with knowledgeable people. It is the secret, I think. And also read more, enrich your vocabulary every day, and do it regularly. It is the secret.
Very informative, very informative. So that's it for the day. I'll, guys. So bye bye. Thank you so much for your time.